Hello, Year 10, it's me, Miss Sarmiento, and today we're going to look at the links of Bastion Point to Te Tiriti or Waitangi. So similar how we did it with Parihaka, we're going to do the same here. So the links to Te Tiriti or Waitangi. In 1984, Ngati Fatua of Orake lodged the claim with the Waitangi Tribunal. Basically, they wanted to put down what it is that they expected from the treaty and what actually went wrong. So the whole Hapu actually supported the claim, and the claim said that Ngati Fatua were wrongly deprived of the 700-acre Orake block, and they didn't actually want the return of the whole block because there were already some pieces of land that had roads built on it. There was already people who built houses and lived on that land. Basically, what Ngati Fatua wanted was just to have the remaining land returned to them, which I think is quite fair. And basically, they claimed that the Crown failed to keep its part of the Treaty of Waitangi, which promised to protect the rights and property of the Hapu. So that's what Ngati Fatua claimed to the Waitangi Tribunal, that they didn't uphold their end of the stick, essentially. So that's quite similar to what we saw in Parihaka. So both situations involved protests. Tohukakahi and Te Whitiorungamai, along with those who lived in Parihaka, protested against the Crown taking their land. Same here with Bastion Point. You have Joe Hawk, along with members of Ngati Fatua and the Orake Maori Action Committee, as well as the public. They protested the unfair selling of Ngati Fatua land at the hands of the Crown. So both events here we see involved the Crown failing to uphold its part of the treaty, which involved the promise to acknowledge and protect the rights of Hapu. But we see in both situations that the indigenous people, the Maori people, didn't feel that the Pakeha, the Crown, upheld their end of the stick when it came to the treaty. So in 1840, when the Maori and the Pakeha were signing the treaty, they agreed, well, they assumed that one of the principles in the treaty was that the Crown would protect the rights of Maori and their right to own land and their right to protect their land and their people, and also the right to protect their traditions. But as we see here with what happened at Parihaka and what happened at Bastion Point, that the Crown failed to do so and continued to fail to do so, because Parihaka happened in the late 1800s, whereas Bastion Point happened in my parents' lifetime. So my parents were already alive during this time when it happened. So that is generally the link of Bastion Point to the treaty, and we're now seeing the connections between what happened at Bastion Point and what happened at Parihaka, and what the Crown's role is in both of the situations, and how the people involved in Parihaka and Bastion Point, what their perspective of the situation was. So that is that for today. It's very, very brief explanation of the links to Te Tiriti o Waitangi, but I'm sure you guys understand the gist. If you have any questions at all about this, please let me know or Ms. Howe know, and we'll be more than happy to answer the questions for you. All right, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. See you!